This is only my second one.
Call this meeting to order of the Apple Valley Economic Development Authority. This is the regular meeting of January 26th, 2023. First item of business is to approve this evening's agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Move from Goodwin, second from Grindle. In favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. Next item is the consent agenda. The consent agenda consists of the minutes from April 26th, 2022, and to approve the 2023 meeting calendar.
So moved.
Second.
Move from Grendel, second from Bergman. In favor?
Aye.
That passes. Move on to the regular agenda item. This is adopt a resolution approving 2023 board officers. I understand we should do this with nominations to start.
Yes,
Tom?
Mr. President, good evening. Yes, our annual organizational meeting, if you will, to put together the panel for the officers for the year. You have in your packet the actual memo identifying who the officers are at this point, and we have a resolution to be prepared with the names of your preference for those positions. So however you would like to solicit nominations to fill in the resolution, then an action approving the resolution would be necessary.
Okay. Mr. Goodwin.
Well, we have a list of officers present here. President Tom Melander, Vice President Ruth Grendel, Secretary Pamela Gackstetter, Treasurer John Bergman, Assistant Treasurer Pamela Gackstetter. I'd make a motion to go with that same group.
I'm good with that. I can second that motion.
Motion from Goodwin, second from Hoopa. Any discussion? Any further nominations first? Any further nominations? Motion and a second in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It carries. So the officers for 2023 will be President Melander, Vice President Grendel, Secretary Gackstetter, Treasurer Bergman, and Assistant Treasurer Gackstetter. And the next item is approval, adopt resolution approving the 2023 EDA budget.
Evening, Mr. President and Commissioners. As the President mentioned, tonight is the consideration of the 2023 EDA budget. There's basically, I do want to mention that there was some information distributed this evening at your council dais. The one is a quarterly report from Open to Business, kind of highlighting some of the businesses that they've helped countywide, in addition to a cover letter that goes with that shows some more specific to Apple Valley information. The second piece is a memo letter from Greater MSP, which highlights some of the regional benefits and the participation at the local Apple Valley level. The budget itself includes basically three items. We have the staffing for EDA meetings, and then we have two memberships. One is a membership in Open to Business. They've advised over the past year 16 Apple Valley businesses, residents. These are often startup companies, very small businesses that need either guidance or direction on just where to go and how to create a business, for example, develop a business plan, and where to obtain financing. That they focus on the smaller businesses. The second item is the great participation in Greater MSP. They work with city and county partners to attract nationally businesses to come to Minnesota and the greater metropolitan area. as well as retaining businesses. They did in their memo that they sent over to today, I guess. They talked about some of the regional results. They attracted 11 expansion attraction projects totaling $173 million worth of investment and creation of 1,464 jobs. There's, each year we usually have a question about who's a member of that. There are 16 city members, along with 9 county members and locally, to point out that the Dakota Electric and Uponor are both members of Greater MSP as well. Over the past year, Apple Valley's received 5 requests from Greater MSP to participate in the global selection, let's say. And not every project that community development receives is a good fit for Apple Valley. They have responded to 2 of those requests over the last year. One of them is a larger project that is still underway in the selection process. And of course, we always consider ourselves part of because of the large parcels of land we have available under one ownership, a worthy candidate for those selections. So some of the objectives of the budget is continuing the master planning of the business campus, of course, with Rockport, responding to the Greater MSP and deed requests for their attraction, continuing, of course, with membership in both Greater MSP and Open to Business, and then facilitating the County Road 42 and Cedar Avenue, which over the past year recently has changed ownership. So hopefully there's going to be a lot more action in that area. And hopefully there is some dollars budgeted in the community development operating budget as well to assist in some consulting services in that regard, as well as other requests. I did mention that the city operating budget also included this same EDA operating budget within their budget as well. The action requested this evening is to consider adopting the resolution approving the 2023 EDA budget as total revenues, which solely come from investment earnings on fund balance, along with wages and benefits for the EDA, meaning consultant services and dues and subscription. Consultant services is the open to business, and dues and subscriptions for 11,000 is the Greater MSP. With that, Alex is here, Alex Sharp is here. If there's any more detailed questions about either Greater MSP or Open to Business, he's probably the best one to field those questions.
Mr. Brogan.
Thanks, Chair. I guess I can direct this to Ron, and Alex will probably hear the same stuff. When we did this last year, I did bring some concerns to the table. However, as you've heard me speak in the last couple of years or recently in regards to what is happening at 42 and in Pilot Knob, and hearing some dialogue of that we've had Greater MSP contact us, I firmly believe at this time that we should continue the path of staying with this organization for this time frame.
Other comments?
Wow.
Goodman?
I agree. I agree with Councilmember Bergman.
You need a vote on this, Ron?
For a
Yeah.
motion to approve the budget then, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll make the motion to approve the budget as presented.
Member Rupa makes the motion, second.
I'll second it.
Second by Mr. Goodman. Yes?
You know, it's a monster budget. I hope we don't run over.
Editorial
Take
comment.
it from your salary if we do, Tom.
Oh, my salary wouldn't cover that.
You fill in the rest, would you?
2 council members together wouldn't cover that. We're not the mayor, you know.
Any legitimate discussion on this?
Legitimate, yes, it was legitimate.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Ron. Which brings us all the way to staff updates. Tom?
Mr. President, again, just a quick update on some things that we're working on, and certainly I want to start by welcoming Tim Benetti, our Community Development Director, his very first EDA meeting as the representative of our city. So he has been great. We're a couple weeks in at this point, and he certainly is learning a lot about the city and asking good questions and meeting a lot of people, which is exactly what he should be doing at this point. So we're happy to have him on board and taking over that position as our Community Development Director. Just a quick update on Orchard Place. Obviously, that is an area that is having a lot of development activity. I'm sure many of you have watched over the last year the projects that have occurred out in that area. Many new restaurants, other businesses have opened down by 155th Street and Pilot Knob Road. The Byerly's, Lund's Byerly's is taking shape very nicely in that location, so we're looking forward to having that open. And then the council has approved some other development in that area, the Health Partners Clinic as well as the Veterinary Clinic to be immediately north of Lund's Byerly's right along Pilot Knob. So we are pleased to see the activity going on, even though perhaps the economy may slow down a little bit, but at this point that area still seems to be doing very well. The staff has been in touch with the landowners and with the developer in that area, looking long-term at the property that is undeveloped in that area. Of course, we have a large sand and gravel operation there, and as that slowly leaves and is opening for development, the City Council Planning Commission has made clear what its vision is for that area through the adoption of your comprehensive plan, which has been done, and we are certainly reviewing that with the landowner. They are updating market studies for the property. I think they're using Maxfield again to update the market. We haven't seen that study yet, but I'm sure that they will share information with us when they get to that point. And just trying to stay consistent about what our vision is for the development of that last large piece of Apple Valley to make certain that we create jobs, good household jobs, as well as grow the commercial industrial tax base of our city. So happy to see what's happening out there, much more to come, and hopefully the economy will continue to allow us to develop that in a way that makes a lot of sense long-term for the community.
Tom, there was a question, oh gosh, I don't know, 6 months ago about we were in the running, or we put an application in to be threw our hat in the ring for this chip manufacturing thing. Is that still in the wind? Is that still I'm sure everybody in the country wants this plant, but are we still a chance for that?
We are, and I will ask Tim and Alex to comment, but we had been engaged for a while. It went quiet for a period of time, and then more recently, we're hearing about it again. So I don't know, Alex or Tim, you have any more to share on that?
Mr. President, I'll defer to my able assistant here to help me with this one.
President Melander, yeah, I attended EDM today, the Economic Development Association Minnesota Conference, and it was a large topic. Minnesota is still definitely in the running. There is belief that Minnesota may be among the top contenders in the nation for it. We had thought that it may have gone to Lafayette, Georgia, and that's not the case right now. So this one is still moving forward. There's the CHIPS Act with billions in federal subsidy coming towards this, so this is definitely something that we should be pursuing.
Oh, great news, thank you. Any other questions, comments? I guess that wraps up our business today.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn then.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Hoopaw, second by Bergman. All in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.